What's going on, folks, ladies, gentlemen, mammals, cats, dogs, anything in between? What is good with you, man? Welcome back to the King's Corner podcast. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about something that I feel like is should already come second nature. We should already know these things. But, you know, as I was on my way to work yesterday, Friday, because today's Saturday, I really was trying to highlight, coming up with new topics and ideas. And there's a lot of things I still want to touch base on, and specifically when it comes to having people on the show and really communicating with them and getting a full understanding of what traumas people deal with and how they shape their behaviors into who they are and why we behave the way that we do. So, in the process of kind of thinking about things that affect me on the daily, I really wanted to touch base on something that's already at our disposal, which is trying to highlight, trying to identify um, good ways, healthy ways to cope with mental wellness, right? How to improve that mental health stability, the key ingredients that sometimes we forget to think about, and we're always in a funk, and we're kind of like people ask us, "What do you need?" I don't know what I need. You're not yourself today. You're really down. What's going on? I don't know. Well, one of the biggest things that I feel for me really makes sense is really trying to identify when I am in a funk, when I am not feeling like myself, when I'm not feeling like I want to participate in the world, so to speak. Some of those moments include, just kind of wanted to veg and not interact, not socialize, right? Maybe kind of like that feeling when you just want to put your head underneath the sand, lay in bed all day, and really just get into this non productivity atmosphere. Now, take it, there's a lot of times where I want to keep my hand in the sand, so to speak, but I'm not inactive, meaning that I'm in this zombie mode around the house doing things, um, maybe out running errands alone, just me in my head. I'm still not doing my due diligence to interact or socialize with people, but I give myself that reprieve, that separation time that is needed to kind of really hone in on myself. And it all starts with identifying where you're at every morning. From the moment you wake up, and things change. And trust me, I get it. They can change very quickly. But when you first wake up in the morning, I generally try to ask myself, Oscar, what kind of day is it going to be? What kind of day are you having? Most often than not, it's like, yo, today's going to be a good day. I'm alive. I got air in my lungs. I can vertically stand when so many people around me can't. Um, I got a roof over my head. My kids are safe. Everyone's healthy. What else could I ask for? And then there's days where even that gets taken for granted. And you wake up and you're like, you know what? Bah humbug. I'm good. Fuck the world. I don't want to deal with anyone. Don't come at me sideways. Don't even look at me sideways. I don't feel like functioning. Being able to identify those key moments. And there's moments where I'll wake up and I'm in a great mood and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling energetic. And on my way to work, it just kind of starts hitting me like a ton of bricks. And it may not be the fact that I'm going to work or that anyone triggered me or that saw something that made me just turn to left or turn right or U turn. But I get the funk feeling immediately. It comes in waves, it just comes and goes. There's no trigger sometimes. A lot of times there is. And being able to identify what triggers you is very important because if there is something that's triggering you, you have to do your due diligence to either A, push it away, control it, put it on a table, put it on a shelf, come back to it later, but really try to think about how we're going to be better, how we're going to do better, how we're going to get through the day knowing that we're in this mode. So, identifying I feel is a very big thing to do, right? Identifying your feelings, kind of always knowing where you're at mentally, um, and what you need to get through the day. There's a couple of things that when we're in our funk, the last thing you want is anyone to tell you, hey, get up and go for a walk. You know, fuck you, I don't want to walk. Like, I'm in a funk. I don't feel like it. But I'll be honest with you. That is like the most simplest thing that you can honestly do for yourself, for your body and your mind. Is reminding yourself that you got to take care of yourself. When we're not feeling like ourselves and we're in a funk and we're really down in our luck, so to speak, like you need to identify that you need that healthy behavior to not just be, I want to be better feeling, but I'm going to do better feeling. I think it's time we address that. Talking about it and being about it are two different things. You can't talk about the want to feel better. You can't talk about the want to do better for yourself if you're not going to fucking get off your ass and do something about it sometimes. It's tough love at the end of the day. It sucks to hear, but being able to get off your butt, go for a walk around the block, get some oxygen in your blood, oxygen in your lungs really helps quite a bit. Making sure you're getting enough sleep is very important. And I know for a lot of folks, when you're stressing and you have anxiety and depression, it's hard to get a good sleep cycle. But that's why it's so much more important that you try to find ways to get the rest that you can while you can get it. See, no one in this world is going to advocate for you like you need to advocate for yourself. Your mental health is a priority to you. It's not a fucking priority to anyone else around you. You're gonna have people around you next to you that are like, dude, I'm here to support you. Oh, I love you. Blah, blah, blah. At the end of the fucking day, you're always gonna be some form of a burden to those around you. So you need to advocate for yourself. You need to fight for yourself. We can't sit here and wait for others to do it for us because it's never gonna happen. It's a lonesome place to live between the space between your ears sometimes. And you can't expect your spouse, your significant other, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad to be the ones that are going to dig you out of the hole when you're in there. It's not their job, first off. It's great when they do. It's great when you feel supported. I agree with you there, but it's not their job to dig you out. You got to do something for yourself. And that starts with what you choose to put in your body. Something as simple as what are you eating? Going for a simple walk, exercising, and sleeping well. Taking care of your hygiene. Like, I don't know how many of you guys out there, men in particular, women, okay, women can definitely, hopefully agree with me on this one because I've seen y'all. Y'all go get your hair did, get your nails done, get the petty, and, you guys leave and you guys feel like $1,000,000, right? And men feel the exact same way. And I mean, I do anyways. When I go get a haircut, like I feel fresh, get a nice fresh, shave, fresh fade. Like I feel good. I feel good about myself. Um, it immediately changes the way I feel about myself when I take care of myself. Well, if you like that feeling for yourself, you go get a fresh pair of shoes, fresh some pants, whatever, a nice new fit. You go out that night, you feel fresh. You feel good. You feel energized on the inside. So why focus on the materialistic part of life to make you feel that way when there's things that cost you literally nothing? Like just making sure you're putting good food in your body, getting good rest, and exercising. And exercise doesn't mean you got to go to a gym. Exercising doesn't mean you have to go and spend hundreds of dollars a month on a trainer to exercise. No, I'm not talking about going and killing yourself doing cardio. I'm talking about you just simply get off your ass and walk around the block, take in nature, get some fresh air in your lungs. It's those little things that really are going to push you to the next level, and really tell your body that you mean something to your own self. See, the mind and the body, they work together. I know, shocker, right? But they do, they work together. And you got to take care of one and take care of the other. It's a vessel for our soul at the end of the day. And we got to make sure that we're doing what we can to help ourselves. You're never going to get out of the funk if you don't at least try to get off your ass and do something about it. And I know today's episode kind of feels like a little tough love avenue, but you know what? Sometimes we got to hear this. It sucks. It sucks to be told you're wrong sometimes. It sucks to be told that you need to do better because you feel like you're doing your best. But really think about it. Are you? Ask yourself that. Am I really doing the best for me? Should I have eaten McDonald's instead of maybe choosing something healthier? I sat here on my lunch in my car and just dwelled on life. Or should I have just have maybe gone for a quick walk? Yeah. Ask yourself those questions. And remember, it all starts with taking care of yourself. Because, like I said, no one in this fucking world is going to take care of you. You're no one's priority other than yourself. And people get tired of feeling bad for you. Because if people are feeling bad for you, you're doing insane things that people feel bad about you and for you and are thinking of you, but yet you're not doing anything to try and better yourself. So it's a same revolving hamster wheel of emotions that you're spewing out. It's just your words get lost in the wind. That's why it's so important to really advocate for yourself, acknowledge what you need, and do something about it instead of just sitting there dwelling on why it is that you are the way you are. That's a whole nother thing. But you're never going to get yourself to a stable sector of life to help yourself if you don't at least try. And not even try. Don't even do, don't try, just do. I know it would be like Nike, just do it. But seriously, sometimes you just got to get up and do it. You're in your Crocs? Cool, go for a walk. I don't care. You don't have to put running shoes on and go for a walk. You're in slippers? Good, just go for a walk up and down the street. You don't need high end shoes and yoga pants and cross trainers to just simply get some air in your lungs. Another thing that really, you know, comes to mind is trying to find moments for yourself. And a lot of folks are going to really kind of look at me and go, bro, really, you're going to talk about this? Yeah, meditate, bro. And meditation comes in different shapes, forms, and sizes. It doesn't mean you got to do yoga. It doesn't mean you have to, manifest sitting there in a certain position for X amount of time. And no, it's taking the moments. If you're going to choose to not go on a walk today, you're sitting in your car, well, then you know what? Maybe it's time to take that moment of peace that's around you. Close your eyes. Start taking some nice deep breaths just in through your nose, out through your mouth, exhaling slowly. And every time you do it, you take a little bit of a deeper breath in and you slowly breathe out, letting every bit of air out of your lungs. Doing that controls your blood pressure. It drops you down. Doing that allows you to break from being in a fight or flight cycle down to a baseline of calmness, serenity. Sometimes on the way home, I like to go to like, I don't know, like South Mountain, somewhere, where I can just sit there on a rock, just me, myself, and just take in the scenery and think of nothing but just being there in the moment. Learning to appreciate the now that you're living in instead of the past of what was and the future of what ifs. Like those are the things that I'm talking about that really go a long way. If you're the kind of person that could and would like to do yoga, do yoga. You're not be embarrassed about that if you're a man or a woman. It's taking care of yourself. Tai Chi is a great avenue as well. Making sure that you're identifying to not take in so much screen time during the day or even at night when you're trying to shut down to get that proper sleep. Turn the screen off 30 minutes prior to going to bed. Try to give your mind that time of decompression to be able to sleep. Sometimes being able to practice, breathing goes a long way. I know that when I'm a ball of stress and things are not going well and I can feel myself amp up, amp up, and amp up, and I'm really edgy, I got to go take a break and just breathe, slow myself down because I am the captain of my own ship, just like you're the captain of your ship. I'm the king of my realm and you're the queen and king of yours. Imagine your bodies, all of the people that are in your village, in your kingdom. Each limb is a soldier, so to speak. Listen to all of them. They're telling you everything you need to know about yourself. And they're screaming at you to take a break when you need to. They let you know when you're too tired. They let you know when you've done too much. Setting goals. This is a big one. Even if it's the most simplest goal. I always tell everyone that one of my biggest goals daily, it's something very simple. And it's literally just making sure I make the bed. I don't always do it, but that goes a long way. A simple task. Start with something small and build those goals into something bigger. My goal was, hey, you know what? Every morning I want to make my bed because I want to at least do something that makes me feel accomplished in my day and know that I'm starting it off in the right way. And then the next goal was, all right, I want to do that. And then also I want to be able to wake up early enough to go for a walk every morning. That takes time, but now it's a goal. I had a goal to lose weight. I lost 117 pounds and counting this last year. It was not as easy as snapping my fingers. It all takes work and time, but it was a goal that started with one goal. And my goal was always just 1 pound at a time. And if I would lose, awesome. If I gained, I knew that it was part of the process going up and down, but the levels kept dropping of weight. Celebrate the milestones that you accomplish daily. You know what? Today, today sucked. Today was horrible at work. Oh my gosh, this happened, this over here. I got this project that didn't happen, that didn't work out. But you know what? This one thing in this meeting that happened, I got praised, or my work was highlighted, or something. Take the silver lining, take the win, take the small wins that you can and hold on to them. It's trying to absorb and surround yourself with positive energy that allows you to attract even more positive energy into your realm, into your kingdom. See, negativity breeds negativity like cancer. It just eats away at you. That's why they have that saying, misery loves company. Surrounding yourself with positive light, like-minded people helps a lot. Creating a subculture of a community amongst you and your friends that check in on each other and know when something's not right and be able to say, hey, I haven't heard from you, but I just want you to know I'm thinking of you and I hope you're okay. I'm here. You don't have to answer, you don't have to respond, but I'm here. Having that kind of support is huge, but it doesn't just happen overnight. And it's not going to happen by us sitting here and not doing anything about it. It starts with painful conversations that we have with ourselves and with those that we finally feel comfortable with having. Again, you are the king and queen of your body. You decide which direction your ship is going to sail. There's a lot of things that kind of come to mind when we're talking about finding ways to heal ourselves and cope with just the day-to-day operations. And that's finding a purpose. It's a very important thing, is finding a purpose for your day. Whether it's volunteering to do something, acts of service for others, selfless acts of service where You're doing something for other people that you're not asking for anything in return, just to see them smile. Going about your day, and like I know a lot of you guys in here go to Starbucks, you guys go to Dutch, you guys go to Panera, you guys go to an eatery. Smile at the people that are helping you. Like they also have a bad day, they have things going on. Smiles are contagious, they're free, and honestly, I feel like it's like a gateway into people's souls to communicate with one another. Finding a purpose in your own home is important. When you're feeling defeated and you're feeling alone, whether you're in a relationship or you're single, um, having a purpose for what you do daily in your household is very important. The way you cook a meal for yourself, maybe you do your laundry, making sure that you have fresh, clean sheets every week, taking care of your personal hygiene daily. These are all very just simplistic and important things that we take for granted because we're just on a go, 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 and we're on autopilot. But slow it down a little bit and really assess what we're doing for ourselves and what you want to do for yourself and what goals you want to set forth in the future to see you succeed. Because I want to see you succeed. It's important to me to see you succeed. I don't even know who you are. And I can guarantee you, I want you to succeed without any quarrels or any personal reasons other than just I want others to be able to feel the success that I feel when I succeed at something because it's euphoric. Good people around you are always going to want to see you do good for yourself. Regardless of what's going on in life, they want to see you do good. Address the ones that don't by leaving them at the door and saying, I'm sorry, you're not allowed in here. Assess your relationships that you're in, the friendships. Understand when it's one sided. Understand why it can be one sided. Maybe the person you're dealing with is going through stuff themselves. Take a break from social media because half the time we see so many people go on social media, they're ranting, they're raving, they're complaining about their life and what have you. And a lot of folks are like, oh, just attention seeking. Or maybe it's their last resolution that they have because they're so fed up. I really do my best to take a break from social media as much as possible. When my mental capacity, my depression is at an all-time high, I need to just take a break from that because it's a cesspool of emotions that people have. And sometimes the people that you may have a small fallout with, or maybe not have the connection you used to have, will post something, and then you start living in your head thinking that everything that they're talking about is about you, or they're talking about you behind your back. If you feel that way about someone, address it to them personally. And if not, then obviously they don't mean enough to have you around, or you have them around. Read the room. It's okay to put you and your mental health and your mental wellness first. And anyone that would ever make you feel otherwise can honestly fly a kite. Because if you matter to them in the first place, then this wouldn't even be an issue. This wouldn't even be a discussion. You wouldn't have to sit here pondering, oh gosh, where am I at with this person? They don't like me anymore. Oh, did I say something to upset them? I don't care anymore. I'm at the point in life where I don't give a fuck because I'm putting myself first, my family first, no matter what. I can't do for my family if I'm not taking care of myself. And that is the biggest lesson that I've had to learn the last 2 years of my life. I always thought that I'm just going to keep going, keep going, keep going. I don't care. I'm not going to take care of myself because I'm taking care of family. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I will bend over backwards. Oh, you need floors done? I'm there. Oh, you need this? Your car needs something? I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm going to put everyone in front of myself until you find yourself feeling like a shell of a person. And when you need that same energy, you don't get it back. So I'm done. I can't. I don't have the capacity to put others first to that level if I'm not taking the time to focus and take care of myself. Be selfish and take care of yourself. Because just like I told you at the beginning of this episode, no one, not a single person, is going to put your mental health and your mental wellness and your mental needs above their own. To some folks, your health matters nothing to them. Your physical and mental health means shit to them. They don't care. So it's up to you and only you, to address what you need. Fight for it. Fight for yourself. I say I put myself and my family first. I know that's a kind of a double conundrum, but I'll explain why. If I'm putting myself first in my healing process, then I'm being the best version of myself that I can be for my wife, for my kids, for my father, for my mother. And anyone else that chose to not stick around to see me through it, then I guess you're going to miss out on the next most amazing chapters of my life. And if that's where you want to be, then I'm not going to force anyone to stay. We only get one life to live. And I'm tired of spending my life worried about what other people are going to think of me in that sense. And I'm starting to realize that I need to live my life to the best of my ability with the people that mean the most. And that's the people that are all underneath the same roof where I lay my head down on. Everyone else outside of it, we can be cool, but this is what matters most. It's really hard because the last thing you ever want to do is come off in a way like other people don't matter. And that's not the case, because it all goes back to that community aspect that I spoke about on earlier. Creating a community, helping each other out. I'm talking about the people that have a choice. Have a choice to either be in your corner or talk about you in closed door rooms. This could be family that does this. This could be a friend. This could be your coworkers. It doesn't have to be anyone specifically. But being able to read those situations and like cancer cut them out for your well-being, no one's putting your health first. So if you're doing it for yourself, then you're doing it for the right reasons. But don't stay away. It's okay to fail. It's okay to fall on your face and want to put your head under the sand and not function. We all have those days when you're like, you know what, today I'm not okay. Listen, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to wake up one morning and say, you know what, world, middle finger up. You did me so dirty with this, and that. Cool. Say it. Say it out loud. Put it out. But don't be stuck in that mode. Don't allow yourself to be stuck in that realm of life. Get it out. Vent it. And then reel it back in and let's keep going, because we got a long life still ahead of us. And I want you in it. My whole goal in all of this is, if there's someone out there listening that is contemplating whether or not this world needs them, we do. We need you. I may not even know who you are listening. I may know who you are listening. But the message is always going to be the same. You are amazing in your own right. You're beautiful inside and out. And this world would be devastatedly sad if you weren't in it anymore. There's no shame in ever calling a 1-800 hotline for help. And I think suicide prevention is huge and should be huge. We should talk about it. It should be a thing that is not a taboo thing to speak on. We should be openly talking about these things because it's a thing. And we're losing people left and right. Oh, it's this or that reason. it all comes down to the same stuff: our mental wellness. Regardless of the traumas, we got lost in our mental wellness needs, and didn't take care of ourselves and didn't get the help we needed. Society made it taboo for some of us to express these things. Well, I'm here, I'm talking about it, I'm speaking on it, I'm standing on 10 toes saying, what's up? Mental wellness matters. I don't care if you're a man, woman, or child, you matter. And I want you in this world. Listen, if you guys are still listening, I greatly appreciate y'all. Y'all are true MVPs. I know I took a few weeks off. I had a couple of things going on with work, traveling quite a bit. I'm going to try and get a couple more episodes in while I can, see if we can stockpile a few. But I do appreciate you guys being a part of this and listening. And y'all are the true MVPs. So I'm going to leave this on a good note. I hope you guys have a blessed and amazing day today. Remember to smile. Remember that you are loved. Remember that you are wanted here, regardless of what some people might make you feel. You matter. Let's start with taking care of ourselves. We got this. You got this. Let's get it. You guys have a blessed day. Till next time, I'm out.